Well, good golly, welcome to Good Golly Psychology, hosted by Hollywood Haywood and the King, the Prophecy, Mac Good Golly Millet.
You know, Mac, I'm so excited for our first episode of Good Golly Psychology Presents Opportunity. This is going to provide so much opportunity, Mac, for all of the promo stars of the Foundation, WGP, and across the promo-verse. I don't know about you, but when opportunity comes knocking, I always make sure to answer, and I'm hoping that the superstars here today will do the same.
Oh, man, I love opportunity. It's one of my favorite words in the entire vocabulary when you really think about it. If there is no opportunity, there's always opportunity. You know, either you make one,
and just doing this show gives us the opportunity to give great entertainment to the entire promoverse, Mac. And this is something that I know that I've been very excited about for a long time. And I can't wait to roll that beautiful bean footage and just let it loose for everybody to see firsthand.
Oh, man. Speaking of which, I mean, we might as well get into these matches. I mean, because that's what the people came to see. They came to hear us talk.
They didn't come to hear us talk, and there's 3 big matches with 5 total points between them on the line. Let's get to it, Mac.
Man, let's get to it.
They counted me out. Now they gotta count me in.
Now I just know y'all didn't think y'all was gonna have the first episode of Opportunity and not have WGP represented by the most dominant champion in the entire promoverse, did we? Because you got to know I was not about to let that slide, especially when I got a few things that I need to get off my chest. First being, why in the hell is my #1 draft pick having his first match on the Itchy and Scratchy show, or whatever Millie Wood is calling this place? It's like every single time I turn around, them two hatching up some scheme to get on my last damn nerve. Then I push back and immediately become the villain. And you know what? I love that for me. I love being the one everyone loves to hate. The one everyone wants to beat but fucking can't. Simply put, I love being the one. But enough about me. Tyler, we got a problem. You're walking around here like you ain't just abracadabra some months back and leave me high and dry in a match that I anticipated. Because I actually respected you. No showing a champ has got to be the ultimate disrespect. And because of that, I never got over it. And that's gotta suck for you. Because I'm more vicious than I've ever been. I'm more ruthless than you can imagine. And I've 100% embraced the cutthroat mentality this game requires to be the best. So I'm gonna say this as plainly as I can. I'm not calling you out. I'm not issuing a challenge. I'm telling you, I'm turning in a promo for the next opportunity. And if you got a set of nuts in them entourage panties, I suggest you do the same, or it'll be promo slam all over again. You gonna fight back this time, or just lay down and accept your fate like last time? Your choice.
Well, I hear I got doubters. And I've known that from the beginning. I've known people weren't exactly gonna accept me. They weren't exactly gonna like me. But there are some people who see something in me and are just too afraid to admit it. They're just too afraid to admit that I'm the next big thing in the promo-verse. Cause there's a whole lot of change going around, ladies and gentlemen. We got the draft that just wrapped up. We got a new season, a new time, a new era. But the one constant, the one thing that'll always stay the same is the ageless assassin. Because you see, I got the call and they said, yo Drake, for your next match, it's at Opportunity, Good Golly Psychology. And you got AEP. Said who? AEP, right? You're talking about the comedy bit. The chuckle in the middle of the show. A nice laugh for the crowd, right? Well, AEP, I can go to your level too. I can crack a couple of jokes. Because to be honest, I didn't know we let Papa Clump in the promo verse. Cause I mean, come on, look at him. But what are you gonna do, AEP? You gonna flash a couple of videos on the screen for half your damn promo? Because last I checked, a promo isn't going to Instagram and TikTok and finding videos for your promo. A promo is what I do every single time I've got a match, and that is verbally assassinate everybody that the promo verse puts in front of me. And AEP, I apologize, but that's gotta be you today. So what are you gonna do? You gonna go get your daddy, Uncle Leroy, to come give me a whooping? I mean, come on. At this point, I don't even care who they put in front of me, because the ageless assassin is gonna do what I do best. And like I said, AEP, if you gotta go back to school, I can take you to school, because apparently all that you do to try and get a good laugh out of people is stumble and mumble on your words and take videos off of social media and act like a big old goofball in your promos. Hey buddy, that ain't a promo. That's just being a dumbass. So AEP, it looks like the time is up. And it looks like the ageless assassin just fried your ass.
whoa. Before we start this match, Drake, I know you try to be like Young Franchise. We did not know you know how to sing. That's the reason why you look like Justin Timberlake. But also, I'm gonna change you, Justin Timberlake Drake. That's your nickname, right? I guess. What the hell is this? I do not need this mic. Anybody, you better tell the young blood who I am. Drake, you get in the ring your first time against the most dangerous man in all promo wrestling. 3 most dangerous ladders in all promo wrestling. A.E. motherfucking P. Drake, you try to be a rising star. I understand. But first, I am hungry. I see you and your boys try to be like Blackstreet Boys, but you dance like in the corner, some money, try to be a damn prostitute. And you not believe me? I'm gonna show you right now.
What the hell? Girl that a wham in a circle, even if it look make it jump like a hurdle. Girl that a wham in a circle, even if it look make it jump like a hurdle. Girl that a wham in a circle, even if it look make it jump like a hurdle. Even that motherfucker small, still
Lie to the promo birds about your real name, Drake. That's not your real name. You stole that name from my guy. He do not like it. That's the reason why he gonna lawsuit on you. But Drake, you think you're a young franchise? Maybe you wanna be like Drake. If I show y'all, it's gonna be ugly. But Drake, you make the biggest mistake. You getting it weird with me because I do a research about you, my brother. But Drake, it's you.
It's 2 a.m. in France, I just accidentally pissed my pants. Wee, and I shit myself. Should I wear a diaper if I crap myself? Ooh, should I went to the bathroom? Got stuck in the back rooms. Went to pee, but I pooped instead. Now I got brown shit running down my leg.
I make you pee your pants. How you gonna be a rapper? Your teeth blacker than coffee. Look like you got a nail stuck in your motherfucking teeth. Young blood, I'm not trying to be a rapper like you. I'm not trying to be like Young Franchise like you. I am a great promo artist. I like hurt people. I'm not taking away from you. You very good. Maybe you gonna be a champion one day. I know you are a rising star in this company. But me, young man, season 2 is gonna be my season. Nobody gonna stop me, include you, young man. You know what? Ask other 2 why I did it to them. You gonna join them. You are. Drake, you gonna smash by me. You gonna get hurt by me. You gonna be stumped by me. You know why, young man? Because I am the most dangerous man in all promo wrestling. 3 most dangerous ladders in all promo wrestling. A.E. motherfucking P. And Drake, your time is up. It's time. Colette. Let's get dangerous, young man.
Yes, sir. So how about it, man? The first episode of Opportunity
is in the books, Mac. The first
Man.
match is in the books. The history books will always reflect that the young franchise, the ageless assassin Drake, brought home 1
Yes,
point
sir.
for the foundation. Last season he was WGP, but when opportunity knocked and the foundation came calling, Drake answered, scoring a point for them here tonight. But we gotta talk about Lit Fuse, Mac.
No, man, we ain't got to talk about Liv Fuse. The Plague is out here making history. My guy Drake doing big things out here, getting the first win in the very first match of Opportunity for the foundation. Let's go.
I couldn't be prouder of the ageless assassin. And let me just say this. We'll get to Lit Fuse in a minute, but let me just say this about that match. AEP came out and does what AEP does. He had me laughing. He had me excited. And he said some lines that really stuck with me. But at the end of the day, Drake did his homework. Drake came out and Drake predicted every single approach that AEP could take. Now, normally this is a risky move, and it was, but it paid off because AEP did exactly what Drake said he would do. He went to TikTok, he got some videos, he used it, he made us laugh. He did. We're laughing. But Drake literally called out your whole scheme. When that happens, it's time to mix things up a little bit, just a little bit, to catch people off guard. You have made yourself a little predictable here as far as Drake saw, and kudos to the young man for doing his homework and being able to do that.
Yeah. One more for the home team. Go play.
Hey, foundation starting off Opportunity very strong here, Matt. Just like Lit Fuse. Starting off very strong.
You can talk about him now.
I mean, this show is called Opportunity, so I guess it's only fitting, I'm being sarcastic, that Lit Fuse, the very epitome of an opportunity, comes out here and he makes a challenge. Now, I got to give credit where credit's due. He makes a challenge as the world champion. But you notice what he didn't do.
What did
he didn't say it'd be for that world title, did he? He didn't say that.
Oh, yeah. Nah, I don't think he said that. I don't think he wants to do that, you know.
And I do want to say, you know, he's picking on my old Entourage buddy. A guy that still waves the Entourage banner proudly, even though he's literally an army of one.
Literally.
Okay? And he's picking on him. And I think we've seen, I don't like it when people pick on my friends, man. I didn't like it when Lit Fuse picked on you. I don't like it when he picks on the army of one. Now, I have the power. I could make this for the WGP World Championship. I really could. That's if he gets past Dante Black next week.
That's it.
But in the issue of fairness, I don't want anyone to think I'm showing, an Entourage buddy any kind of special treatment. I say we book that match. We make it official. Army of One versus Lit Fuse. Main event worth 3 points at the next opportunity. Be careful what you wish for, Lit, because you just might get it. And speaking of people wishing for things, no offense to the power of promo and the play, but Mordecai, I don't know what your problem is with me. I paid you well, I treated you well, and I gave you everything you wanted. Please don't revert to acting like the guy you just kicked over to WGP, Mad T. It's not a good look for you, Mordecai. Not a good look.
You know, we at the Plague, we have certain agendas, you know? And one of those agendas is always available for pushing back against the system when the system ain't running as well as we think that it should, you know? So it either breaks down or it remodes and refurbishes into the system of which we see that may be pleasing. And it seems as though as you might be in our crosshairs for a few different offenses. I mean, it's just business, man. It's business.
Well, Mac, if I was you, friend to friend here, I would let Mordecai know that I'm the wrong one. I'm the wrong one. I have nothing. I'm trying to have nothing but love for Mordecai, for the Plague. I mean, I think we all know that I don't really care much for the Hellfire Club. I would hate to have the same sentiment about something that at one point I felt was a positive thing. But Mordecai, whatever your grievances are, maybe you can step into my office sometime and we can talk it out. Because maybe Matt T bumped you on the head the wrong way. I don't know what happened to you at Guts and Glory, but for you to come back with grievances against me, that just seems crazy to me, Mac.
Yeah. Okay.
But you know what? I could talk about the power of promo, the Plague, the Hellfire Club, and how you guys just take liberties doing whatever you want to do all the time. But we've got another match we've got to look at. We've got the Starving Artist representing the Foundation, trying to work his way back up against a former WGP World Champion, and apparently the only surviving member of the GOP, because no one else got the other guy didn't get the memo. But anyway, he's still here protecting all things, both foreign, domestic, and promo-versal. And I think we should get down to the action.
Yeah. Let's check it out. Now, I most certainly hate to come out here before this match. I mean, we do know that good golly is good for a few interruptions. Number 1 draft pick to the Foundation, Bobby Miller. Yeah, man. How dare you? How dare you come out here and give a performance like that? Simply because we put you up against Biker Bob? You upset? You're not giving your full effort, just giving us your words, making everything else lazy. You want some competition? You want some real competition, baby? I guess I will waste no time. You see, last year when I was the number 1 draft pick, I called out somebody. This year, I drafted the number 1 draft pick, and he's complaining about the easy work that you know what? How about me and you at Promogating? I mean, we do have some unfinished business that we need to settle, and I figure it's about that time. I mean, that was one of the reasons why I came to the Foundation anyway, was to run you down, and you just got away. So, meet me at Promogating. Let's handle this business.
You know, you tend to find a lot of old supplies in this workshop. Hope, followed by despair. Potential, amounting to broken promises. And above all else, you find destiny. This contract nearly ruined my career, and it shouldn't have been that way. It should have been the greatest night of my life, cashing in my destiny contract, becoming a guaranteed world champion. And instead, I used that as a ticket to invite everybody to watch my downfall, to watch the funeral of TK3 happen live at Starting Point. By cashing in, I told everybody that I was going to win the championship, and when I didn't, I instead proved to everybody I'll never hang with the big boys. And for some reason, I'm still not hanging with the big boys. It's not popular to look past an opponent, but in this moment, I think I have a right to bitch and complain, because you see, when I came back, I told everybody I rejected the past. I was giving up my fortune to be a starving artist, to go back to my roots, to relearn the elements of the promo game. I told you all that the next championship match I had, whether it be for the WGP or Foundation World Heavyweight titles, whichever one it came down to, I told everybody that the next championship match I was in, I would place my career on the line. I made a direct challenge, a direct line to the world title holders. And yet, for some reason, they keep putting me in these nothing matches against nothing opponents. And Alpha, you are one of the many nothing who stand in my way. I'm not interested in you. You're far from an Alpha. You're not even an Omega. I could throw you with the wolves and you wouldn't be leading the pack, you fat slab. Because you see, I've kissed greatness. My lips were on the title. I could taste it. I could feel it. It was coursing through my veins. But there's a reason. There's a reason there's no championship amongst the wreckage of my workshop. The artist yearns for what he has not yet been able to achieve. A legacy, infinite recognition. Recognition amongst peers, respect amongst other competitors. But such as the way of the dodo, respect has not been given to me, therefore it will not be returned and reciprocated to you here tonight. Because you see, when I learned about this tournament match, when I learned that once again another request of mine was going to be denied, I decided to funnel all my bitterness, all my hatred into this exact moment. I've given up more. I hurt my knee. I've shaved my head. I've done everything to prove I'm willing to put my skin in the game. I beg of you, stop with the nothingness and give me what I want. I will gladly put my career on the line for a world title match. Stop ignoring my requests. You know what I want. Alpha is not one of them. He is merely table scraps, leftovers. And after what's left, feel free to take him and use him as you please. He has no place in my workshop. He's not even a disaster piece. He's a reject that you find on the cutting room floor.
WGP Foundation, hello. It's been a while since you've seen me, so I'm gonna give you a little run back on things since people are just popping up out of the woodwork like roaches in the projects. Now, here's where things are going to get sticky. Y'all haven't seen me in a while. I've been out doing bigger things than all of you combined, especially this person called the Starving Artist. I've been watching you. You have no spark. You have no charisma. You get in front of these people and you talk to them like they're stupid, like they're dumber than you. They're not dumber than you. You know how I know they're not dumber than you? Because you went out and named yourself the Starving Artist. Does it look like I missed any meals? Nope. But I'm an artist. This is art. Beating your ass is art. And I do this for fun. I don't have to come out here and do this like the rest of you. Because the rest of the product that you guys put out is trash. It's common fodder for these people to salivate over and give think pieces about. Here's a think piece for you. Go and find some talent. Go and find the spark. I haven't introduced myself. Hold on. I am the Alpha A.J. Davis, and I represent a group called the GOP. Have you heard of us? If not, here's a little lesson. We do things very diplomatically. We do things very strategically. And as for me, I take care of all threats to the promoverse, both foreign and domestic, and you have made yourself a domestic threat that needs to be taken out and or terrorized. Matter of fact, different word, I'm going to sanitize. It's been way too long since y'all got anything of this type of fire from me. Now it's time to reintroduce who the fuck I am. Games are done. The time for playing like children in a schoolyard is over. Get it together. And you best not fucking miss your shot. Because I talk about earning things around here. Haven't you heard? Hast thou not heard? Does thou not know? That all you gotta do to not be a starving artist anymore is pledge your allegiance to the GOP. Pledge your allegiance to getting the Promoverse back on track. Pledge your allegiance to me. Your reckoning, your day of coming, your D-Day, your E-Day, your every fucking day. So remember, if you don't take my warning seriously, I'm going to show up everywhere you are. When you eating dinner, I'ma be there. When you taking a shower, I'ma be there. When you making love to your lady, guess what? I'ma be there. So, without further ado, as per usual, stand your brokeback ass up. Put your hand over your heart. And pledge allegiance to the GOP. Oh, and before I go, and in the gods we trust.
Man, TK3, come on, man.
I mean, was that a promo or a rant?
Man, I don't know. He every time he promos lately, I just feel like he's just in his feelings about something, and I'm not sure what it is, man.
Well, I think he's got it in his head that he can put out, and he's right. He almost tasted greatness with that Destiny briefcase, and he wants to put his career on the line for a shot at the world title. But the thing is, in order to do that, you've got to win these matches. You've got to beat the Alphas. You've got to beat the Drakes. You've got to beat these guys when you're coming back from a huge hiatus. You know, we're sitting here trying to build the starving artist up, and he wants to put it all on the line. That seems kind of counterproductive.
Yeah, he's getting food put in front of his face, and he's choosing not to eat. Like, I don't understand.
Now, I will say this. Alpha came out, and we saw much more focused Alpha than we have seen in a while. He took the hat off. The background was great. And the words coming out of his mouth, he was very aggressive. This is the Alpha that won the WGP World title. So I will say this to the starving artists. If that is what you're looking to do, this was your opportunity to prove you were ready to do that because you got WGP World Champion Alpha. That was the caliber of promo he brought to you today. And unfortunately, you spent most of your time pitching a world title shot instead of actually taking on your opponent. Judges go with Alpha. And then we saw our next card opportunity. Hopefully the ratings are high enough, Mac, and we actually get there for the next card. I think we will. I think we can. You know what I'm saying? We got a War of Words that's going to happen in between Allison Black and Eliana Soul, you know? And that's got to be exciting because both of those ladies did incredible at the last promo double feature, both picking up wins. Cross-brand now. May the best promo star win in that match, I say. Yeah, and I'll see Allison Black very soon, you know what I'm saying, as I defend my Ace World Championship against her at Splash. Should be fun. We also got Mordecai taking on Purge, you know. Mordecai. Hopefully that's okay with you, Mordecai. Hopefully you don't mind. I mean, I'm sure Mac, you know, gave you all the details. Hopefully you don't mind. Okay? Yeah. Maybe. We'll see. You know, as long as we got your attention, that's all that really matters right now. You know, you'll know what's next. You'll know what's next when it comes. And then we got the Lit Guard taking on the Army of One. We made that official here tonight. What a main event! That match will be worth 3 points. Lit Fuse versus the Army of One, representing Hellfire Club, and then the Army of Entourage, which is just one. You know, I mean, it should be. It's going to be one for the ages. The Army of One has recently beat Franklin Benjamin. He did pick up a loss to you. I mean, it's like a big game of paper rocks, promo scissors going on between like 4 of y'all right now. It's like certain ones of y'all can beat the other one, but can't beat the other one. It's kind of crazy. It's all plot. It's all story. You know, we're having fun out here, right? That's what we're supposed to do. Exactly. And you know what? Tonight has given us the opportunity to have a lot of fun. Yeah. And you had a lot of fun. Yeah, of course. I mean, you came out here. You came out here. You walked out of the booth and you got into the studio and you took the time. You took the time to challenge the guy you picked number 1, Mac. Yeah. Now, that seems a little, I don't know. You took him number 1, you challenged him, you want to see what he's made of. And not only did you challenge him, you challenged him to a match at one of the biggest shows of the year, Promogeddon. And let me tell you, Bobby Miller has quite the mystique around him when it comes to Promogeddon. I mean, I love it. Bobby Miller has performed incredibly well in Promogeddons in the past, and I can't wait to see what he has to say. I know he's tuning in today, watching this, was not expecting this challenge, I'm sure. But the challenge has been laid. Will Bobby Miller have the ice cubes to accept at Promogeddon? That's fantastic. I know he'll accept. We have unfinished business, and he would love to end that story of the rivalry of which we have. So, yeah. I for one, hope he accepts, because then everybody wins, because that is a match I think the entire Promoverse would love to see, just like this one we're about to show them. Man, how crazy is this main event about to be right now in between Franklin Benjamin and Phill Marshall? Let's get, it's going to be crazy. I mean, to give the fans some backstory on this, the last time these two faced, it was across the pond over an SME for the SME World Championship that Bulletproof Phill Marshall has held for quite some time. And let's just say that when we last left that match, it appeared that Franklin Benjamin had been assassinated. Yeah. And I can't wait to see where part 2 takes us, because the last one, Phill Marshall came out on top, but it left us with a little bit of a cliffhanger. So tonight, Any unfinished business should get settled. 3 points are on the line. It is an opportunity of a lifetime, Matt. For one of these individuals, it will catapult their stock across the entire promoverse and across the pond going into the World Cup. Oh, did I mention both of them are on opposite teams for us in the World Cup? I mean, you got to love it, but we're about to watch them do battle right now.
Man, the main event. Here we go.
It is time.
Ladies and gentlemen, Franklin Benjamin is dead. Long live the king.
Cowboy. Cowboy.
Phill Marshall. Tonight, an opportunity. I get the moment I've waited an entire year for. Last year's World Cup winner, the SME World Champion, the undisputed golden boy in this industry. Phill Marshall is the man. And that's why this matters. Bigly. Because tonight I defeat the man this industry keeps presenting as everything. And presentation has always been your greatest talent, hasn't it, Phill? Every story you tell comes with an edit. A cut, a joke, a background, a carefully constructed moment designed to show the audience exactly what Silly Philly wants them to see. That's what I call you, Silly Philly, because underneath the championships in the World Cup, you're still that cheeky little Brit who'd rather turn the confrontation into a performance than allow the performance to become a confrontation. When the moment becomes uncomfortable, you cut away. When the situation becomes too serious, you make a joke. When Phill Marshall needs to look larger than life, you build a larger world around him. You manufacture the story. But Franklin Benjamin is the story. I turn on the camera and spit fire. No escape routes, no edits, no cuts, no backgrounds, no production required to tell the audience when something important is happening. When I speak, the importance is already there. That's presence, Phill. And presence is the one thing you can't add in post-production. You can edit yourself into an assassin, you can build the perfect background, you can have AI create the perfect image, you can sell the world all the fake news you want, but you can't edit yourself into Franklin Benjamin. Then there's the SME Championship. The world watched Franklin Benjamin beat you. But then the owner of SME, Shady Sean McKenzie, or as I like to call him, Troublesome Toby, because I own him, he made sure you left with his title, because he couldn't have Franklin Benjamin owning him, his Golden Boy, and his World Championship. Believe me. And you accepted the result. Stolen valor. That's why Silly Philly has another name. Five Finger Phill. Because you walked away carrying something that didn't belong to you. But the rest of the world knew the truth. That's why they never wanted this battle to happen. That's why my phone never rang for another shot. They were comfortable repeating the manufactured story that Phill Marshall assassinated Franklin Benjamin. But that's fake news. They didn't want Phill Marshall outside the place where he was protected. They didn't want their golden boy standing somewhere nobody could preserve the result, control the story, or pull him out of Franklin Benjamin's hands. They told you not to come, Phill, but you came. And now, I'm gonna come. And it's gonna be huge. And when I come, Phill, I'm coming for the man who calls himself Bulletproof. Because during our battle, you fired the shot. Your production showed Franklin Benjamin being assassinated. EWN announced me dead. But that was fake news, Philip. And that single fact destroys the entire character you manufactured. You were supposed to be bulletproof, but Franklin Benjamin was the man who took the bullet. You claimed the name, I lived the meaning. And now every time the industry sees Phill Marshall, they won't see the man who killed Franklin Benjamin, they'll see the man who tried and failed. Your greatest story didn't make you my executioner. It made you evidence that Franklin Benjamin is a god. You manufactured the assassination, Franklin Benjamin became the resurrection. You manufactured the legend, Franklin Benjamin became the truth. And tonight, opportunity places the two of us side by side. No championship to hide behind, no owner protecting the result, no edit capable of changing what happens when your story meets my presence. Just Silly Philly, Five Finger Phill, Fake News Philip, standing before the man he stole from, the man he failed to kill, and the god he could never manufacture himself into becoming. Believe me, you may still have your World Cup, you may still carry the SME World Championship, and this industry may continue worshiping its golden boy. But after tonight, they'll understand the difference. Phill Marshall manufactures the story. Franklin Benjamin is the story. Because it's not about SME. It's not about fake newscasts. It's not about edits, cuts, backgrounds, or any of the pomp and circumstance that you've built your entire career on. No, it's about bringing 5 points home to foundation. It's about tearing down the story Phill Marshall manufactured around himself. It's about showing this industry what happens when the god at crown stands before the one true god of this industry. And most of all, it's all
about the Benjamins by any means necessary.
I'm Franklin Benjamin, and I approve this message.
Ladies and gentlemen, Franklin Benjamin is dead.
You didn't learn anything, did you?
I'm disappointed in you, Franklin. But mostly, I'm disappointed in myself. I thought I had fixed you, but then you went backwards. It turns out I didn't kill your ego. I only bruised it. That changes tonight. After our encounter, you changed. You changed for the better. You finally started thinking before you spoke. You were improving. But something made you fall back into old habits. You were supposed to be part of the future. You were supposed to be one of the new generation on top, leading the charge so I could finally walk away. I broke you because you needed to be shown how much you could improve. You've learnt nothing. And I've seen a lot of people become great after facing me. Look at Mac Milley. He faced me and he fell, but that was the best thing that ever happened to him. After that, he doubled down, he doubted himself, reassessed, and he evolved from that experience. 2 world championships later, and he is growing to be the success I knew he could be, and I couldn't be prouder. Hell, he won one of those championships by beating you, didn't he, Franklin? And do you want to know why? You both had a choice, and he made the right one. He set his own ego aside, focused on the job at hand, and took what he deserved. Your ego is the reason that you lost to him. And it's the reason you're going to lose to me too. That ego of yours only gets you to the finish line. But hey, you've never been the first to cross it, have you? Do you want to know the main difference between you and me? You tell everyone how great you are. I don't. They tell me. And I will admit it, you are great. But for as great as you are, that's nothing to a man who brings greatness to its knees. Last time we did this, I told you that I wasn't going to make you submit because I would not give you the opportunity. This time, however, you will. Class is in session. Sweet dreams.
Wow, good golly, wow, Mac. That is what we expect as a great first opening main event of opportunity. It did not disappoint. Phill Marshall picking up the win here on this side of the pond. And I think it's important to say that, especially when you watch Franklin Benjamin's promo and he makes reference that maybe there was some kind of gatekeeping over there before, which I'm not saying there was or wasn't. I think he used that as an approach. Here's where Franklin went wrong. Now, the first thing I want to say is, Matt, I know for a fact the judges watched this match 6, 7, 8 times, okay? When you watch a match that many times, it's not because it's bad.
Yeah.
The things I'm hearing is every time they watched it, they saw something different. But it was very hard for them to come to a conclusion because they felt like both men countered each other's promos. You had Franklin saying, "You thought you killed me. You didn't. It was a lie. It was fake news." And on the surface, that almost looks good enough to win. You have Phill Marshall going, "I didn't kill you because I wanted you to get better." He's actually already telling you why he didn't kill him, okay?
Yeah.
And then he appears in the man's dreams. He appears in the man's dreams. And I can tell you, people can say what they want about AI. I think AI can be used as a tool within promos. It just can't be your whole promo. He used it as a tool here to create something that made his promo memorable, made it unlike anything I have seen before. Franklin Benjamin coming out, master wordsmith except for two things. And this is where, for me, I think he lost the match. Okay? When a match is this close, Mac, and you know this, we've said this many times on this show. When a match is this close, you have to start looking for the smallest of details that were wrong. And I know for a fact that as far as Phill Marshall goes, there wasn't a lot to find that was wrong.
I mean, Frankie, Jesus, like it was such a tough battle, tough. Like I do not envy the judges whatsoever. I watched this match and I said, shit, but I understood it.
And you have to pick the most minute details out of this match. I mean, Franklin, this is one of the things he says that, in my opinion, he says wrong and it costs him the match. He says, "Phill Marshall, you're supposed to be bulletproof, but I'm the one that took the shot." Of course you're the one that took the shot. The guy that was bulletproof shot you, supposedly. Okay? He proverbial shot you. Okay? So that line made no sense to me. That's almost like when someone says, "I'm serving up my meat. I'm making my silver platter on my meat." You get what I'm saying? If you'd have said something like, "You're supposed to be bulletproof, but I'm the one that took the shot and survived," then I think it hits different. Here's the other thing you said wrong, and it might just be because it's the first week. So maybe I can tell you guys how this show's going to work for the most part going forward. Your opening match is going to be worth 1 point. Your second match is going to be worth 1 point. Your main event is going to be worth 3 points for a total of 5 good golly points that can be earned on this show. Franklin, I know you think highly of yourself. You can't earn all 5 of those points, and you say you're taking home the 5 points in your promo. Now, most of the time, you'd still probably get the win because that would be such a minor mistake. And most of the time, we wouldn't have to watch a match 6 or 7 times to pick a winner.
Yeah.
But in a case like this, we did. And every time I watch it, I'm able to find something that was said wrong or something that was done wrong. And I know it's terrible because this match was great. It had everything you want in a main event. The other thing was you had a little awkward stumble right towards the end of that promo. There's about 30 seconds left. Awkward stumble. Here's the thing. Most people won't notice it. But when you got to watch it 6 or 7 times because you're at that caliber of performance, guess what? It gets noticed. And in my opinion, it was those 3 things that cost him. Other than that, he has a perfect promo.
Yeah.
And that's how close it's going to be here on Opportunity, Mac. So before you go and get yourself involved in a match at some point in Opportunity, just know that the judges are scrutinizing these promos when needed. Drake won us a point for Foundation. Alpha won a point for WGP. Phill Marshall brings home 3 points here. And do we have an update on the total score, Matt? Because we had points from the promo double feature.
It's somewhere in here, I suppose.
We'll get that up for you in just a second and show that to you. But ladies and gentlemen, there it is. There it is. Foundation 3, WGP 6. That never happened last season.
Not once.
Now, there's a lot of season left. This season runs to the end of the year. So there's a lot of season left, but as you can see, and I hope everybody that's tuned in tonight has seen, Opportunity is going to give everyone here more opportunities. It's going to give Foundation WGP more opportunities to score points. The promo stars, more opportunities to perform. And if you're trying to tell a story, more opportunities to tell that story. Because at the end of the day, that's what we're trying to do, have a competitive promoverse where storytelling is told. I mean, that's what we're trying to do. That's what this show is about. This show's about getting you the feedback that you deserve. Making you might not win every match, but when you lose, you're at least going to walk away from this knowing why you lost and knowing that we stand behind that 100%. Okay? So I've had a ball here at Opportunity tonight, Mac. I'm giddy. I don't know what to do. I feel like it was a success.
Yeah.
I feel like it was a success. How about you?
I mean, man, it's not, you know my saying, it's not a show until my name is said, and it's been said multiple times here tonight, so I'm satisfied.
Hey, and I just want to thank you, Mac, for giving me the opportunity to host this show with you, and I want to thank everyone in the Foundation, WGP, all across the Promoverse, all of our partners, PDA, Fight Night, Elite, AWE, the EMP Network, ACE, all of those guys. I want to give them a big thank you for giving us the opportunity to do this Promoverse thing, do Good Golly Psychology, and just be a part of this great hobby. I'm going to say the power of promos. Just know I might not mean it in the faction sense, since you guys apparently hate me now. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for allowing us this opportunity, pun intended.
Yeah. History has been made. Let's continue making it entertainment, baby. That's what we do.
We'll be back in just 2 weeks, but we'll be back next week for Good Golly Psychology, where we will recap the promo double feature, and I believe we're going to show you what you can expect on that call.
One match during the intermission, 2 minutes each, no intro. One judge to decide the winner.